get the drive started. Calais Campbell on the stop.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Allen. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. On play action, Allen being chased out left. Then he's got his man here, Beasley. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Allen. Here's a diving catch right side. And he's brought down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Singletary. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. On 2nd and goal, Allen steps under pressure. Down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Chuck Clark. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 78 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were...
Bye-bye, Beasley! Touchdown! Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On second down, a run with Dobbins. It's a first down and more for Dobbins. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. 50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. On first and 10, it's Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side.
Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The kick by Bass is good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And talk about a quick answer. This looked like a missed assignment. You'd think someone would be able to rein him in after he makes this catch, but he's so slippery in the open field, he's able to take it all the way to the end zone.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Now a handoff for Dobbins.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. It's complete to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10.
Play action, it's Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And Jackson throwing once more.
That's into the hands of Prochet.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson, and he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
61 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end.
7 yards, the pickup there. Working with a 2nd and 3.
Here's Jackson to throw.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Edwards. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They run once more with Edwards. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Gus Edwards,
his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Jackson here is going to look to throw. On the move to his left. Throws left side. And he's got it. They convert for 2, and that gets them even closer. Now a 2-point game. Still just a 2-score game in the third quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And the Bills are going to recover. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. To throw again on second down. Allen steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down, because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
Be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game. Allen off the play fake.
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown.
Dawson Knox, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes this a 9-point game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Here's a give to Dobbins.
And he stopped immediately there. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
On third down, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And a quick throw here that's complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the...
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all of their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Now Allen. Dancing to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be... It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Bill Stadium in upstate New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. And we are underway in Buffalo. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Allen now on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
2nd and 15.
Another try after the first down sack. Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. To throw, it's Allen. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. It got his man. Complete. A big gain there for the Bills.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On play action, Allen. He'll buy some time right. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big gain there for the Bills. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And again, it's Allen.
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown.
8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Prescott.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
CeeDee Lamb is intended target.
And it's third down. Here's Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing. Someone's sharp in this game. A touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, a 16-yard touchdown run.
And the Bills have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Prescott on 1st down.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott.
He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb.
And this one is incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
And again, it's Prescott.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Escaping the pressure right. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Allen now looks to throw.
And there's the former Cowboy, Cole Beasley.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, 30 yards. And the Bills will extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And down to the 29-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now. 1st and 10. Prescott now. He'll get this to Elliott. Will go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be a 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
At the 22-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. This is caught and out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Let's think here. You're still just in the 2nd quarter. You taking the 3 points?
I am taking the 3 points, and I'm just relying on my defense here. Show me I have a little confidence in them, and let the offense know, nice drive. Come back next time. We'll go get 6 then, but for now, we'll take the 3.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Bill Stadium in upstate New York.
A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals.
And we are underway in Buffalo.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Play action. Now it's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
Well, that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know, coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8-ball on the road to get things going.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
It's a pickup of 3.
Allen going to throw.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing is Allen on third. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover?
We've touchdown Bills. Devin Singletary from 21 yards away. And the Bills have taken the early lead.
Extra point by Bass, set up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Flush to his right. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Throwing on first down is Allen. And finding Emmanuel Sanders here. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left.
And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the...
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So they got some pressure, maybe hoping to get a safety, and they get roughing the passer.
And gave up a pass completion as well. Nothing really went right on that play for them.
Allen's throw taken in by Diggs.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After 7-0 on EA Sports. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. A big gain there for the Bills.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 41.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense. Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Rolling to his left. And he's got some space here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got something about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Murray now on first down. Escape, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Gregory Rousseau. Excellent job on that play. A big loss. 18 yards. Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. This one grabbed by A.J. Green.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Second down and goal. Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Demetrius Harris. As the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Prater for the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A final shot before half for Allen. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
To throw, it's Allen. Sliding out of the pocket. Going deep for Diggs.
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Stephon Diggs. 35 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass. Up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Buying time to his left. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Murray a give. This is Connor.
Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down.
They're going for it. It's Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level. The quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target. Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And again, it's Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Still It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Bill Stadium in upstate New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. And we are underway in Buffalo. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. On first down, Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Meanwhile, Allen's throw caught by Sanders. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And Diggs has it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Going deep for Diggs. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big gain there for the Bills. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Allen off the play fake. Works right side into the hands of the tight end Knox. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen being chased out left. Touchdown! That's caught at the 2. Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
It's never any fun, Brandon, when you're the defensive team and the first drive of the game, you give up a touchdown. The key is not to get down. Make those adjustments and come back for your next series with the intent of shutting them down.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now it's Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Going deep here for Watkins. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And bulldozing his way through. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nice nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
A tight one. 8-7 our score after one on EA Sports.
Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Allen gonna throw.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Right back to Dobbins on 1st.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
2nd and 7. Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They go play action now. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They certainly had the right read on that one. The weak spot in a cover 2 defense, right down the middle because it really stresses the safeties. And they're going to be a little bit frustrated they weren't able to connect on that one.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's going to take another shot here. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. An incredible play there on 4th down in their own territory. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Jackson. He's going to find his tight end Boyle.
And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7 our score. Throwing is Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as the Ravens push further out in front. Jackson here is going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And he will get into the end zone, and it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen, Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Throws right side, and that's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Operating from the red zone now. Allen.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. Forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Eluding the pressure right.
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown.
Dawson Knox with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Bills get a late score here, the final minute of the first half.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it. And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion, and that makes this a 1-point game now.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together.
Flush to his right. First down and more for Jackson. The quick feet by Jackson. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Here's Jackson. being chased out left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them. Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Well, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And now Jackson will look to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Looking deep downfield. And it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things up.
Touchdown, Bills!
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch the short passes. He can run the long pass. He can do what we saw right there, catch one, and then make a big gain after the catch.
They'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete.
don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
He's going deep for Brown.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
They run the counter. Dobbins. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now a carry for Dobbins.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run the counter. Dobbins. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
Rolling to his right. The quick feet by Jackson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, another fine run right there from Lamar Jackson. And CD, that one puts him over 100 yards now for the ballgame.
And remember when all we talked about were 100-yard games from running backs? That when a quarterback did it was a surprise.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jordan Poyer. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The ball carrier, Marcus Peters on the tackle.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a two-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They go play action with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's got his man here, Beasley. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
You have fun with this one, partner.
And he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting out, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball.
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And Allen is actually going to throw it here.
And once again, this is Sanders.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. To throw again on second down. Allen out to his left. Sanders got it for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And that was the old QB one-man band play there in the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll set them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson.
Yeah, that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Bill Stadium in upstate New York.
A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints.
And we are underway in Buffalo. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Kamara with a carry there on first down as he works his way forward for a pickup of 4.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. The play fake, Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
And the Saints are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They begin on the ground with Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield.
They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all on defense. Able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Winston to give. It's Kamara.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Winston. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Room to run inside the 40. And finally marked down at the 23.
66 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
They go play action. Winston. Touchdown, Saints.
Juwan Johnson.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Saints have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins.
And the Saints are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10
at their own 19-yard line.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they found...
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Gregory Rousseau
just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Coming left is Kamara. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to make it 4th down.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're indeed going. It's Winston. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did.
It's a turnover on downs.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Marcus Williams. There he goes, right side. There's the stiff arm. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teed.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
14, Bills nothing.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change.
And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport. Well, when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
To try again after the sack. Allen. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
First, Stephon Diggs, he can do a lot of things, CD. He can be a possession-type receiver. He can take the top off a defense, or he can do what we saw right there, make a catch, and then turn it into a big game.
And I think this is what the early proponents of the forward pass were thinking about. Get it to a receiver and have him do some work afterwards in order to create the big play we just saw there.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
91 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Kamara. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. A 10th carry for Kamara. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. On play action, Winston. He'll buy some time right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
At the 47-yard line.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Trying the left side with Kamara. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Play fake. Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Here we go with Kamara. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Jameis to throw it. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking to throw again on second down. Winston.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be third down. Here's Winston.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And the Bills are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now you got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 39.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. McKenzie now from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Throwing again on second down. Allen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play here for Buffalo.
So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser. Singletary.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
A 1-yard touchdown run for Devin Singletary.
And the Bills have taken the lead.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now 17-14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Room here to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara, Charles, a guy from your alma mater there in Knoxville, and he has developed into a perennial Pro Bowler on the strength of big plays like we just saw there.
And that's a second touchdown run of this game, and this one, add a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go. But how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
McKenzie now from his end zone.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. To the air, Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Pete Werner.
And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Following the interception, Winston sliding out of the pocket. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jameis Winston taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play here for Buffalo. Throwing on 1st down is Allen.
And Allen will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end.
On 1st down, Allen. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Allen.
Oh, going for Sanders downfield.
And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for